What's up, YouTube? Here with another video. So this is another gameplay against Branded. Haven't been posting many duel gameplay, so I'm probably gonna get back to it. So you probably see a lot more gameplays. Probably throw a few different decks, some wins, some losses. Especially a lot of the hybrid decks I've been playing. I need to post some of those to show what the gameplay looks like, so that we can figure out the deck together, like we did with the Ghoti, to make sure it's the most optimized version of what we are trying to play. So I'm get back to posting the losses and wins with those decks. So yeah, let's get into it. I think this is just a regular version, because I also have a adventure Ghoti version, which is kind of nice. The adventure token is only used, well, I play the adventure stuff just so that when I have like a Ghoti tuner, I can just use the adventure card, normal summon, get the equip, and then synchro for Ariane post, and then play from there. So that's the reason why I also was playing the Silent Sea Nettle as well, which is a lot better. But what I'm trying to say, the adventure package going second also helps you break a lot of boards, because then you can just send squad, special summon pitch a card. If you already have Rhine, you can search Enchantress, and then discard Enchantress with another card, and then banish Enchantress from grave to get the rights, and then use rights from there, and then summon token place, activate, search a legal knight, summon a legal knight, bounce 2 cards. Like that came in clutch a lot with just the ability just to use the adventure cards in that way. So I might be testing with that a lot more, or even cite it for going second, because it's really nice to have, especially a legal knight just summoning, bouncing 2 cards. Like it's really just like a lot more pushes going second as well. So, but other than that, we're just gonna get right into this video. So starting off, we opened up Impulse, Dragoons, Fua, Sykes, and Droplet. He opens up Fallen in the white, Ecclesia, Dogmatica, Ecclesia, Aluber, and Super Poly. So he starts with normal summoning Aluber, adding High Spirits. It's fine with me. Activate High Spirits, pitching, adding card. So I knew he already had Fallen in his hand once he didn't add it. So here he used Fallen. See, I had a choice here. Either I was going to Fua, he was just going to summon this from grave and not give me a draw, or I can just Impulse and then use the Fua later on for Droplet, which I choose to do here. Here to stop him from summoning. Now he has to do everything at the end phase. It sets him back a few. Now he doesn't have the synchros that he can use on my turn, but here he gets opening. Now he can't add either Retribution or Fallen the Virtuous to his board, so it makes his board a lot weaker as well. So he dumps, summon back. Now then he summons the Ecclesia from deck. Ecclesia add back to hand. Now I know he has card Ecclesia in hand, one unknown. We draw the title, which is, I mean, it helps. We can do some things with title. So sends shift. I like when I do this, I like just to dump the Ghoti cards as well, because title and Sykes with like Arya in hand is really like a crazy combo. So here, activate sending Sykes, special summoning, activating sending Dragoons, targeting Super Poly. Here now, Super Poly's off of Dogma. Here we activate to add Prince. Just wanted to keep it simple. I didn't know if he had Mercourier in hand for the last card, which I don't think they really play Mercourier. Some do, some don't, depending on the build. They might not play in Mercourier, so I just wanted to play around it just in case. Dogma, return, Return Sykes, it's fine with me because then I can just banish it. It's still kind of free. Didn't need to be engraved. Can we add Prince? Here, now you chain, send. That's why I wanted to keep it so I could have something to send with. Here we're just gonna negate the Ecclesia, not Ecclesia, but Cartesia. Here he special summons Ecclesia from hand. Now, unless the unknown is a hand trap, basically the rest of this board is really free to break here. Here, Prince, Sin, Dragoons. That's why I feel like Droplet is such a good card in Mermail. Here, activate. Here we add infantry. Then here, Rhine, sending, special summon. Silicanth, activate special summon Poseidon so we can have our 2 7s here. So we go and bounce a few cards, so go for game. Here are some of the pipe, the paces, and the harpooner, since we already have Shift and Grave. Here, activate targeting Dogmatica, Ecclesia. Well, Dogmatica, the Quim was a Dogmatica card, but it's Quim. Here he summons the Quartus. This doesn't really matter because none of the monsters, by the time this resolves, I'm not going to be done summoning cards, so my board is going to be basically a brand new board after he resolves that effect. Here, banish, add, banish, we add, summon the Sykes, activate Sykes, add Keith, banish Keith, then we synchro for Ching Ying, Arion Post banish itself, add Snope, Ching Ying effect. Here we're going to remove all the Ecclesias from Grave so that we can interact with the Dogma. Here we overlay for Trite. Trite summons back. I was thinking here, we summon back to Shift. Here we overlay because I was thinking I can just leave this here, bounce everything else, and then swing with White Aura Well to like deal damage. Full damage, we'll banish this and then swing, deal like 32, 33. So now here, he changed to make everything 0. Here he summons this back. Now makes well more even of a target to summon because I can swing into both and deal 66 damage, and then one other monster is really gained. Here we link off for White Aura, summon an enemy, you pitch a card, I'm just going for game, I really don't need it in hand anymore. And he just quit because he knew it was going to be game. He probably read White Aura Well, knew that it can swing into 2 monsters with piercing. White Aura Well is just such a crazy card. Like, it's really crazy. So here we open up Tias, Paces, Dragoons, evenly matched first Penguin. He opens up Branded and High Spirits, Nadir Servant, Droll, Kit, and Mistaken's Arrest. So this really is going to be a 9 game right here. So we can just really fast forward it because there's no way I was going to break the board with Mistaken's Arrest. Droll, probably. Mistaken Arrest, if I would have just got a search of, well, I would have got both searches off before Droll would have activated. So I'd have got Poseidon and I would have got Rhine as well. So it would have made breaking the board a lot easier under Droll. But since he has Mistaken Arrest and activated on his turn, that's really probably going to be hard for me to actually win this game. So now you activate it, it's nothing I can do. See, if I would have been able to get these 2 searches off and then he drove, I probably would have been in a great position. Here a target so that I can banish and then we can go into evenly match and try to do something from here, but it's really not enough. There's nothing I really could do. If I would have been able, if that would have been, Sykes would have been a, if it would have been a Diva, I would have done something. I've been able to win or set up a good board with Diva. So here we open up Poseidon, Squad, Ash, Dragoons, first Penguin. He opens up Fallen the Virtuous, Lava Golem, Cartesia opening, and white dragon. So I removed Donna out of my deck because this was a lot of games where I ran into having Alacia being a lot better than maybe having Donna at some points, because because my combo I usually add infantry and Prince to hand, so that I don't have to like use one or the other, or I use Prince, summon back Poseidon, dump Dragoons, and then add the infantry so that I can use it later, to where I don't have to force it. I was doing it with Ravenous, but some games I wasn't able to like synchro into it based on specific cards they had. So having the Lacey on the inboard to where I don't have to go into Ravenous to like get the last pop out of hand comes up a lot in my opinion. So here we seeing revealing White Aura just to play around Droll, because now if he draws me here, I can still summon a monster, link off into Abyss Keeper, summon, and then still play from there. So that's what I usually do when I'm going first with first Penguin, or using first Penguin as first action. So here we send Dragoons at Ryan. Also, he's high rated, same as I am. A lot higher, well, a little bit higher than I am. Here I search Minstrels to see what he has in hand so I can know what to play around. So banish the Lava Golem, knowing what else he had in hand. I wasn't really worried. So I was like, I'm gonna just make my board just big. Well, the normal board is gonna be big anyway. You're gonna have 6 monsters on board anyway, so it really didn't even matter. So here, summon back. Here we activate summon special. Add the infantry, so we got Poseidon infantry already. Link those two off into Abyss Keeper. Abyss Keeper summon. In this deck, Abyss Keeper doesn't stay on field once you start resolving the Ghoti cards, because you can just banish it with Sykes, which is really nice as well. I play Leafless because it's really nice under Droll and under Fua, because it allows you just to dump the fish straight directly. So when you're under Fua, you just dump the last target and then banish it with Snopios. Or under Fua, if you open up first Penguin, you can just add it, dump, and then synchro, banish the 2 Sykes, well, Paces and the Shift. Then you have your 2 synchros there. Then on their turn, if you resolve one of them, you still get to your 3rd synchro plus whatever you have else set up in your hand for hand traps or whatever. So you still are able to get to your 3 synchros under Fua with just giving them 1 draw. Here, synchro into Arion Post, and then it's good for follow-up in like endless recycle of your Ghoti or your fish synchros, so that you don't never run out of interruptions on your opponent's turn, which is really nice. I'm really thinking about putting it in the main deck. Here we add Keith, banish the Abyss Keeper, synchro for Gamir, activate banish to get Snopios. Then here we synchro for Dragite. Instead of summoning Keith, we just banish it because we just want to get straight to the, don't have the extra body on board. We can just get straight to the Abyss Keeper, but Alacia. Activate target itself, banish link Alacia, then add back to hand. So now really I just have all interactions in hand and in grave. Also, this gets you a draw next turn. Got all your interactions here, so it's really going to be hard for him to beat us, especially with the Lava Golem itself, because I have so much to use. So here, special summon all of the goodies back. I realize sometimes if you use like 2 interactions and then hold the rest and allow your opponent to play, sometimes it just be funny because then they don't know where they want to go with it, which is hilarious. See here, now he gets rid of the 2 synchros. Alacia is still here, so that's all that matters, and we have an open slot now. We can summon Poseidon and then synchro into Ravenous, gets your draw, which is nice. You would just allow him to play. Here, dump, target, banish. Also, we do have Deep Beyond here with them giving us Lava Golem, which is hilarious. So here, I know he's gonna summon the Fallen Balbass, so I might as well meet him, meaning going ahead and synchroing for Askins, so that by the time this resolve, he'll be activating Fallen, and I'll be chain linked to Askins to banish. Here, pitch. Now it's a banish for free. Chain link 1, chain link 2, to chain block, target banish. And then we get the shift. Now we have it in hand. Now we can pitch it if we need to, especially when we go into Ravenous, because it's free, and then we can just banish it from grave. Here to summon it back, just to keep it in rotation. And from playing, you do not want to like leave this banish. You always just want it to be able to recycle, because you always can get Sykes back with Keith, but you can't get this back since it's 2 levels too high. So you always want to just keep this in rotation, so that you can just have the extra bodies every turn. So you just banish it, and then it just comes back every turn. It's get banished once. So you just have the big body where you can have instant synchro 10s on your turn. Which is really nice. So here, banish, summon, Keith, activate, get follow up, and then we're just gonna banish the Sykes again because we can just get it back anytime we want. Here, summon the Virtuous, activate, pitch. Here to special summon, send the infantry, draw to call by. Activate to target. Here he summoned the Albion. Now we just activate, because whatever he summoned is just gonna be met with same thing, same scenario earlier. Just meet him. Meet him with the Ghoti. So whatever he summons is gonna get, the whole board is just gonna get banished. He has nothing left. So other than that, yeah, it's really just too much. I didn't even use the Ash. I didn't use the third synchro, didn't use the Poseidon bounce. I didn't even use these two, which were 2 interruptions, which is crazy amount of interruptions this deck has once you learn how to structure your inboard. Like, this is wow. I didn't even use the banish, or I didn't use the spell and trap negate. And he lava golem me, so like this deck, if you resolve the Ghoti stuff, is like really hard to beat this deck as well. So yeah, so this is gonna be the end of the video. Appreciate y'all watching. Probably post some more gameplays, more combos, deck profiles. I still need to post the Elf Note Ghoti Mermail deck profile as well. I gave y'all the I guess the Elf Note Mermail version with like the standard version mixed with the Elf Notes. I played a match with that as well against Elf Note. Game 3, I just hand trapped him to death, so he really couldn't do much. So other than that, I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.